Good afternoon. This is Clark Neighbors with BIS Commodities in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with the market recap ending the week of April 27, 2018. Quick rundown as far as the corn and soybeans for the week and also for the month of April. For the week, corn basically is up 12 to 13 cents, probably the best week we've had in the month of April. As for the entire month, corn's up 3 cents, and as far as beans are concerned for the week, 12 to 15 cents higher depending on the month, and for the month up about 2 cents. So rather unchanged in regards to the monthly numbers, and most of that strength actually came today. Now keep in mind, Monday will be the last day of April. Got first notice day of May futures on Monday, so we'll see how that impacts anything. Obviously the focus going forward will be planting progress, and I'll get to that in a second. Just looked at some charts of July corn versus the last 4 years of 2015 through 2018. Corn right now is testing the $4 area, which on the nearby futures, and we have not been to that level in July futures since last summer on a close. And currently July corn is about 30 cents higher than July corn was a year ago at this time. Soybeans, we're running about $1 higher today than a year ago at this time. So a lot of that has to do with some more interest, if you will, in the commodity markets. Notice the crude market approaching $70 here of late, so riding the tailwinds of that above and beyond what may or may not be changing fundamentally in this market. Again, planting progress, focus in the Midwest right now, obviously in the country. Farmers in many areas seeing very good progress on corn planting and or getting started. As you get north of, say, equivalent of Highway 20 in Iowa-Wisconsin line and north, not a lot of activity in the northern sector because, 10 days ago we're talking about snow. In fact, they're talking about record ice on Lake Okoboji, which is in northwest Iowa. Record late date for ice is still on the lake. So the average planting progress for next Monday should be somewhere around 34% is the 5-year average. We'll see where we come in. The following report on May the 7th, in my mind, will be one that shows more importance. That one should be close to 50% on average. So we'll see where we are. I think the report this Monday is not going to reflect a lot of the activity that's going on this weekend. So it looks like we have pretty good planting weather through the early or middle part of next week, depending on where you're at in the Midwest. Exports continue to be solid. Export sales this week were good on the corn and beans, not exceptional. But I'm encouraged when I look at what we have as far as inspections and the amount of sales that hasn't been shipped yet on corn especially. We're somewhere north of 800 million bushels right now with no additional sales. That's the biggest we've ever had as of this date. According to R.J. O'Brien's lead analyst, we need to ship about 50 million bushels of beans per week from now to the end of August to meet the USDA projection for corn exports, which he feels is achievable at this time, barring anything changing. And there's still 400 and some odd million bushels of beans to ship. Now, bean sales of recent have been a little disappointing, but I look at corn from a standpoint of that could mean we could see some solid basis or some firming basis from time to time, especially over the next 60 days while the farmer's in the field to fill that pipeline. Granted, there's plenty of stocks to fill that pipeline, not only from a producer but from a commercial standpoint, but there may be some challenges from time to time on that. The key swing factor there obviously is something major changing and or some changes in logistics. But again, planning progress is key. Inflationary impact on the GDP. Numbers that came out this morning I think were positive this market. And keep in mind the dollar's at the highest level we've seen since January. So that could be a little bit of a headwind for these markets. Cattle market strong this week. Cash trade firmer again. So all in all, pretty good week. Commodities continue to go higher. Planting progress will be the key thing going forward. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at Cedar Rapids at BIS Commodities. Phone number is 800-373-2525. And with that, have a great week.